Well, tomorrow the House is expected to debate two immigration bills, this in the wake of President Trump's executive order earlier today. Joining me now with more on this, Republican Texas Congressman Jodey Arrington. He is a member of the Budget Committee. Congressman, thanks for joining us.
Good to be with you, Charles.
It is a real dicey situation here, and I think, it's really frustrating for most people watching because we felt like Congress, at least I did, abdicated their role that was envisioned by the framers of the Constitution when President Obama was in office. And I thought this was a golden opportunity with the majority for Republicans to step up to the plate and get some things done. But outside of a couple of major victories, there has been the same sort of, not indifference, but infighting and lack of compromise and lack of or inability to solve these major issues. President Trump cannot fix this on his own, can he?
Oh, he can't. He's doing everything he can with the tools and resources he has, which are wholly inadequate. He needs Congress to act, to your point, and we've got a unified Republican leadership. We have the majority and control with a simple majority in the House. So we've got to get together and we've got to be leaders and we've got to solve this problem because the alternative is unacceptable. You have to start with the fact that if we do nothing, then we have an open border situation. That's the de facto policy right now. This president needs us to act. He needs us to get him the tools to secure the border and stop this madness once and for all.
Now, we should let the audience know the Rules Committee right now going through these bills, prepping them, of course, for tomorrow. Have you had an opportunity to read both of these, either of them?
Oh, yeah, I'm a co-sponsor of the Goodlatte bill. It's the more conservative bill. I'm obviously very comfortable with that solution to the problem. I think what's going to happen, though, is the focus is going to be on the sort of moderate and conservative Republican compromise. And there, I like several things about it, namely that we get the resources, $25 billion for border security, which includes a wall, but technology, boots on the ground, et cetera. I think that the sticking point for me and the concern for some of my colleagues is that it doesn't eliminate all the links in chain migration like the Goodlatte bill does. For example, it doesn't have E-Verify, for example. And so I'm looking at it. I think the president, though, Charles, is going to have to come out and be clear, and he's going to have to be definitive, and he's going to have to be public about the policies and the bill that he's going to get behind. Otherwise, it's going to. I don't think enough members are going to get out there on a bill like this.
If he backs the more moderate bill, would you support it as well? Even though it's not perfect, would you support it as well?
I'd be leaning into, I'd be a lean yes if the president said this would get him what he needs. There's not going to be a perfect solution, as you know. I would like to dial it to the right on the chain migration because 70% of the new immigrants to this country have come from chain migration or extended family. That's 2,000 a day. That's almost 10 million over the last 10 years. So that's a big one for me. But look, I want to get there because I do think this president needs us, and I think the country needs a commander-in-chief and a government that puts our safety and security first, and we can't do that if Congress and Republicans don't solve this problem.
Any chance that your colleagues on the other side of the aisle, that they'll see this as an opportunity for compromise? You've already pointed out a couple of things that would help them dramatically. That they would step up to the plate? Or, again, are the images of children and that whole thing and the possibility of demagoguing this, despite record low Hispanic unemployment and things like that, is that too juicy? Is a political opportunity so big for them that they would just skip another chance at a solution?
I think it's the latter. Unfortunately, I've got good friends on the other side of the aisle, well-meaning, but I think the majority will see this as an opportunity, a political opportunity, and during this midterm, I think they're looking at the Republicans, hoping we'll fumble the ball when we've got possession, and we're right there in the red zone with the president engaged, and with two bills and two options. I'm hopeful we can do something that'll move us forward as a nation.
Right, Representative Arrington, thank you very much. Always appreciate it.